Saxo Grammaticus, Gesta Danorum, Episode 4. Ex quibus angul, a quo gentis Anglicae principia Manasse memoriae protetum est, nomen suum provinciae, cui praeerat aptandum curravit, levimo numenti genere perennem sui noticiam traditurus. Of whom, meaning of the two of them, angul, not Dan, but angul, a quo, from whom, the beginnings, principia, gentis Anglicae. Anglicae here is another instance of the diphthong I, and so gentis and Anglicae or Anglicae are both feminine, singular, and genitive. From whom the beginnings of the English race, Manasse, to have been passed down or to descend. This is the first conjugation verb, mano manare, which means to drip, to flow down, to derive. It has been reported, protetum est, and then memoriae, which is again memoriae, and is feminine, singular, and dative. Now we need to clean up our understanding of this a bit. So this relative clause that begins with a quo concludes with the finite verb est. Protetum est is from aprodo, prodere, and so this is an impersonal. It has been committed, or it has been entrusted to memory, feminine, singular, dative. It has been reported, entrusted to memory, that, and now we have principia in the neuter plural and accusative, because this is oratio obliqua, and principia is the subject of Manasse. It is reported that the beginnings of the English race derived or flowed down from him, a quo, and the antecedent of this masculine, singular, ablative, relative pronoun, the antecedent is angul, one of the two brothers. So, angul, what did he do? Curravit. He saw to it. He devised, contrived, or planned that the name, his own name, nomen suum, would be suited or attached to the province, provinciae, which is feminine, singular, and dative, indirect object with aptandum. He saw to it that his own name would be attached, aptandum and esse, would be attached to that province, the province or the region, cui praeerat. This would be spelled classically praeerat. It's a form of the verb praesum, which means to rule over or to be in charge of, praesum, and it always patterns with the dative. Thus cui is dative, and it's feminine singular dative because its antecedent is the province, provinciae. So he devised, he contrived that his own name would be attached, aptandum esse, to the province over which he ruled. And he did this traditurus. This is a masculine, singular, and nominative. It modifies angul. It's also a future active participle. He did this so as to, or we might say in order to, hand down or entrust a lasting perennem, a lasting acknowledgement or monument of himself, a perennem noticiam, of himself, by this levi genere, by this trivial or slight kind of memorial. So again, traditurus, masculine, singular, and nominative, modifying angul, future active participle. Its object is noticiam, in the feminine, singular, and accusative. Noticiam is modified by perennem, same gender number case. This is clearly per and annus, through the years. That's the origin of this adjective. And sui is masculine, singular, and genitive, referring to angul, as a lasting acknowledgement of himself, and he did this levi genera, which is neuter singular, ablative of instrument, by this slight or trivial kind of memorial, which is neuter singular and genitive. This is an artist's painting of Valdemar the Great, who died in 1182, the king of the Danes, under whom Saxo Grammaticus wrote this history.